What's up, everybody? This is the Fat Boy here, and we are here with another Wrestling Predicts. I am here, of course, with the one, the only, the real Hugie299, the Forgotten Sage, and we have a new player to the team. We have Matt Ward Games. He's currently, he's one of my biggest supporters of my streams. He tweets it out every time I stream. He helped out. He made the beautiful thumbnail for this video. So today, guys, we're back with another prediction video with Backlash 2018. We've got a crazy card for this pay-per-view. So we're just going to get started. We're going to go ahead. I've got the order of the matches we want to go through here. And let's go. And while we're doing that, I'm also going to be playing the current solo event in WWE Supercard, which is that Swanton domination. So let's get started. The first match we've got Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Hughie, I'm going to go with you on this. What do you think?
Well, Braun Strowman coming off his win at the Greatest Royal Rumble and Bobby Lashley coming off his return. They're not going to have them lose. They've got the momentum. They've got the fan support. I got Strowman and Lashley going over Owens and Zayn.
All right. Sounds good. Forgotten. My dude.
I mean, just like Hughie said, Braun with his win at the Greatest Royal Rumble, Bobby Lashley with his return. I mean, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn were just looking for jobs a few weeks ago, let's be honest. So, Braun and Bobby Lashley get the win here.
All right, and the newest member to the team, Matt, what you got for this one, Bubba?
It's unanimous. Lashley and Strowman.
All right, and yep, I'm going with that as well. We got Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley coming out on this. You got two big powerhouses going up against, well, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. All right, moving on. This is a modern day sort of David versus Goliath, or how it's built to be David versus Goliath. We have Daniel Bryan versus Big Cass. Forgotten, I'll start with you on this one. Who you got for this one?
I don't know if anybody saw SmackDown this past week, but the way that they did it makes me think like Daniel Bryan is going to get his revenge. He's going to have that, underdog story, and I mean that is the story of Daniel Bryan. And that being said, Big Cass is going to get chopped down. Daniel Bryan gets the win.
All right, Matt, what you got?
I got Big Cass with the help of The Miz.
Interesting. All right, and Hughie.
So, Matt, I would agree with your statement if Miz was not in a match later that night. But, I mean, Fat Boy said it, David versus Goliath. David gets the dub. Daniel Bryan walks out of Backlash victorious.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I agree with Forgotten and Hughie on this one, just because Daniel Bryan's got so much momentum going right now, especially just coming off of the injury, for not wrestling for 2.5 years, and then coming back. I don't see them dishing him a loss this early. I think they want to ride this momentum for a while, and they're going to ride it to where he is the top babyface in WWE. So, if y'all want to disagree with me that, you can. It's just, I feel like that's the way they're going to push it. So, all right. The next match we've got is for the United States Championship. The new SmackDown star Jeff Hardy, the United States Champion, defends his title against the former champion, or the former champion, Randy Orton. This is an interesting matchup. These two have had great matches in the past for the WWE title back in 2008, 2009. Matt, who you got for this one?
I'm on with the charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy.
Good choice, Hughie.
They don't. The right thing to do is not keep flip-flopping champions. So I'm going with Jeff.
All right, Forgotten.
It sounds like we're all leaning towards Jeff Hardy winning this, because I know I'm rooting for Jeff. I feel like, just like Yugi said, champions have to. I think they want to give more credibility to their champion. wins, as evidenced, more recently by The Miz. I feel like for the first time, people are starting to respect Miz, but we'll get to that later. Winner Jeff Hardy.
All right, and I think I agree. I think they're really pushing Jeff here for another great singles run like he had before he left the company the last time. I think when Jeff won the world title and he won the WWE title, I think they always have seen Jeff as a great singles star because of the charismatic enigma and all this stuff. So I think this is going to be another good singles push for Jeff. So I think he's going to retain as well. All right, now we're going to go to I'm going to skip around here for a minute from what I have on my sheet, because I want to kind of keep these matches spread out a little bit. So let's go to the SmackDown Women's Championship. The new champion, Carmella, defending against the Queen, Charlotte. I'll start off this one. Plain and simple, I think Carmella's going to get her ass spanked. But something tells me she retains. By disqualification because of the Iconics. Just something tells me that Carmella is walking out with the title on Sunday. Yugi?
Agreed. It goes back to the statement that we all kind of I can't even think of the word right now. But the thought where we want to keep the champions credible. I mean, Carmella's gonna get the heel win, like you said. Iconics are coming out, but yeah, Carmella walks out. Maybe not with the win, but with the championship.
All right, Forgotten. What you got, Bubba?
I mean, it's no surprise. I've told you guys this before, but for the record, Carmella gets the win here, by hook or by crook, right? Carmella is going to get the win. I feel like the Iconics are going to have something to do with this. But like you said, Fat Boy, I think Carmella is going to get her ass whooped.
I think it's going to be another case of, even though Alexa did really good, kind of good in that match when they went up against each other at Survivor Series last year, I think it's another thing where Carmella kind of gets exposed a little bit. But Matt, what you got for this match?
Mella is money due to the Iconics.
All right, they say so. This is pretty good. I think we're all in agreement so far of everything. We're gonna have a couple disagreements though here in a little bit, I think. All right, so let's go to what they consider one of the under mains, or one of the two main events. There's a bet between us Click members on this match. Actually, between Forgotten and Hughie, on who will do the Team Battleground stretch for the next month. We got the big dog, Roman Reigns, versus the Destroyer, Samoa Joe. Forgotten. Who you got?
All right, so like Fat Boy said, this is a very interesting matchup between Hughie and I because, well, the past two, Hughie has lost.
Fucking Oscar.
So he's been having to do TBG strats for quite some time now, and that being said, I think he's going to continue to. Samoa Joe topples the big dog. He puts the big dog to sleep. I think it's very evident to me that the WWE might finally be starting to realize the fans' disdain for Roman Reigns, so much so that they're almost kind of burying him very slowly. And I feel like Braun Strowman is going to end up being where they wanted Roman Reigns. Braun is headed in that direction to be the top face of the WWE. Samoa Joe needs all the credibility he can. And we'll talk a little bit more about Samoa Joe during another match prediction.
Okay. Matt, who you got?
I'm on Roman Reigns, but by disqualification due to the fact that they're having him start a feud with Jinder on the house shows, replacing Samoa Joe. I can see Jinder helping Joe costing Joe, I should say, to start up their feud.
Interesting. That's an interesting take. And of course, after Monday, when Jinder came out during the whole promo and everything too. So, all right, Hughie, state your case.
Well, I mean, WWE has done enough burying of Roman. It's time to give the big dog his throne. Start grooming him for that match at SummerSlam or Money in the Bank with Brock Lesnar. Roman Reigns comes out victorious. Forgotten actually has to do owner shit and do strats. So
Roman ain't taking the title off Brock.
All right.
It ain't happening.
So before I get into my prediction, let me kind of just lay this out for the people who, if you haven't watched my streams and stuff, we talked about this very in depth when it comes to Roman or when it comes to Brock Lesnar and the Universal title. So for anybody who doesn't know, Brock Lesnar just signed a brand new contract up till the day after SummerSlam. His contract is for $692,000, and for every appearance he makes, it gets $112,000, not including the current endorsements that he still has with Jimmy John's and some of these other companies. In fact, he's actually signed a couple of new endorsements because of the talk of going back to UFC. So, the rumor, and we know how rumors work in the wrestling world, the rumor is supposedly Bobby Lashley is the one to take the spot, to where they want to build Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar. But coming off of the Greatest Royal Rumble and coming off of how everything is playing out right now, I do agree with Forgotten that Braun Strowman, and Dave Meltzer talks about this in depth in one of his newest articles, how Braun Strowman, it seems like, is the one that's going to be groomed to be next. And not necessarily groomed, it's just that the fans have chosen him. Sort of like what happened with Daniel Bryan back in 2013, 2014 with the Yes Movement, and how it just got so big that WWE just couldn't ignore it anymore. And when at WrestleMania 30, he won the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. I feel like the same thing's going to happen here, to where you just can't ignore it anymore. Everybody loves Braun, and he's going to be the next guy. And with that being said, I also am picking Samoa Joe, because I feel like they are kind of burying Roman, and it seems like they're just going to keep doing it for a little bit. I don't know. I think Roman could have a shot at the Money in the Bank, and somebody else take the spot at Money in the Bank to fight Lesnar. Don't know, but I just feel like Roman's time will come again, because he is the appointed one, as we all like to call him. But for right now, I believe Samoa Joe, I think for him going to SmackDown, for him doing all this stuff, I think he needs the credibility more than Roman does right now. So, that's my opinion. In the comments, hate me, because I know a lot of you like Roman. You can just hate me down there in the comments. Alright, so next match. What I think will be one of the matches of the night. The Intercontinental Championship. Seth Rollins defends against the former champion, The Miz. Now, there's a thing about this. If Miz wins this match, he will tie for the all-time record of 9-time Intercontinental Champion. Forgotten?
Easy decision here. I predicted Jeff Hardy to retain over Randy Orton. They are not going to let both the IC and the US Championship go on to both shows. That being said, Seth Rollins gets the win and retains.
Okay, interesting. Matt, who you got?
Seth Rollins.
All right. Yugi?
Monday Night Rollins.
There you go. I think that's pretty much a simple match. Do y'all agree with me that this could be one of the matches of the night between these two?
Absolutely.
This will be the match of the night.
I would say. The only other one I see, if they actually let them do what they want to do, is a match we'll talk about here later. But yeah, as far as athleticism, I can't talk. Athleticism, match-wise and everything, I think this will be the match of the night. All right. For the Raw Women's Championship, we got Nia Jax defending the Women's Championship against the goddess herself, on the anti-bullying campaign, Alexa Bliss. Matt, who you got for this one?
I'm going with the Samoan goddess, Nia Jax.
Ooh. Hughie.
5 Feet of Fury will be buried. Nia Jax walks out.
I love that. Forgotten. Who you got, baby?
Little Miss 5 Feet of Fury is gonna have her own moment of bliss when she's fucking lying on her back. Nia Jax gets the win.
Oh yeah, I think we're all in agreement there. Nia walking out. Big say. A lot of people say the reason why she got the belt was because of the whole anti-bullying thing, and that part of that could be true. But the fact of, let's all face it, Nia is very hardworking, just like a lot of people are in that company, and I think she deserves the reign. I think she's been kicking ass. She's done
Agreed.
She's done more jobs than anybody else, I think. Like with the likes of Bayley, Sasha, Mickey, a bunch of these people who've already beaten her. She's laid on her back enough. It's time for her to get some pins. What you say? All right, so what will probably be the main event of the night? We have for the WWE Championship. It is a no disqualification match. The champion, the phenomenal one, AJ Styles, versus the master of the low blow, Shinsuke Nakamura. Hughie?
SmackDown Live will have to start speaking Japanese because the champion doesn't speak English. Shinsuke Nakamura gets the dub.
Dibs loves you for that. Forgotten.
Can Corey Graves speak Japanese? He's gonna have to learn how to say Kinshasa in another language, or is it still the same?
I think it's still the same. I think it's still the same.
Still the same.
Shinsuke gets the win.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's what we call in the video making world a blooper, and it's just going to stay right in the video. All right, Matt, who you got?
Give me the King of Strong Style to take over the reign with the Kinshasa.
All right. And of course, my pick. God, I hate this. I hate doing this. I love AJ. AJ is like, besides Taker, but my favorite full-time wrestler is AJ Styles. I love AJ. And I I told Hughie about this before we started recording. I was going to wear a shirt. It's my Shinsuke shirt. I'm wearing my Nerdamina shirt, by the way. How you doing? Available at WWEshop.com. There you go. Free promotion.
Get that new Titus World Sludge shirt.
Dude, I want that so bad. I agree. The King of Strong Style will be walking out victorious as the King of the WWE with the WWE Championship. That makes sense. So, real quick, we're at 17 minutes. We're going to go a couple minutes more because I want to talk to you guys real quick about the landscape and with something like Shinsuke. We talked about Brock Lesnar, what we thought about Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, and all that other shit earlier about the Universal title. With the WWE title, who do you think is going to be? Do you think they're going to keep AJ Shinsuke going till maybe SummerSlam, or do you think they're going to drop it before SummerSlam and somebody else take the reins? Start with Forgotten.
Okay, so I kind of hinted at this a little bit earlier, and also a reason why I think Samoa Joe is going to get the win over Roman Reigns is I think Samoa Joe is instantly going to be pushed into the main title picture. I think, we continue to see AJ Styles versus Shinsuke a little bit. We may even see a triple threat between AJ, Shinsuke, and Samoa at some point. But I think it will slowly shift from that triple threat into singles again, and I think we'll see we'll probably see Samoa Joe versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the title.
Speaking of Samoa Joe, I just pulled a SummerSlam one. Matt, what do you think?
I think Samoa Joe will get it by SummerSlam.
Okay. Hughie, what's your thoughts?
Okay, so the realist in me agrees with what has been said. Samoa Joe, Shinsuke, SummerSlam, Samoa Joe. I don't know if he wins or loses, but that's the match. Now, the optimist in me and kind of the guy that wants to see the match happen is after Backlash or after Money in the Bank, we see John Cena return to build up a match at SummerSlam against Shinsuke to get the record.
You know, we really haven't. It's kind of weird because, like, he just had a victory at the Greatest Royal Rumble, but nobody's really even talked about Cena much. Like, nobody on Raw, nobody on SmackDown, nobody's really talked about anything. So could you guys see that John Cena could be put in one of these title situations coming up within the next couple months?
I think that John Cena will get his title by Survivor Series. I think he will get his record-setting title by Survivor Series, and I feel like that will ultimately be the catalyst for I'm calling it now. John Cena hits record-setting number 17, and that'll be the catalyst for the Undertaker versus John Cena rematch, where John Cena can claim he is the greatest of all time, and basically challenge the Undertaker in a career versus career match.
So do you see that as maybe a double retirement, or do you see that as Cena beats Taker?
Ooh, I do see it being a double retirement, but I see Taker getting the win over Cena at WrestleMania, and I see Undertaker retiring the very next night on Raw.
That's interesting. That's interesting.
It's very interesting.
That'd be a cool storyline to play out. Even though, I mean, let's face it, and Yugi, I know you love him, but you do agree with the fact that he did job out to the Undertaker.
Oh, he was the biggest jobber at Mania there was.
Exactly.
You had the Andre the Giant Battle Royale full of jobbers, and Cena was still the biggest jobber at WrestleMania.
And I make no bones about it. I'm the biggest Undertaker fan that I think I know. But
Hopefully, you know yourself. Just saying.
what?
Nothing.
Just shut up. It's going to be interesting because I could see definitely Cena being propelled into the title situation. Deservedly so, yes, because of what all he has accomplished and everything. Now, your fans today would be like, what the hell? Because he's lost every pay-per-view match except for one that was in Saudi Arabia that technically doesn't count. Because
Glorified house show.
basically, that's what it was. So, the biggest damn house show I've ever seen. Anyways, it's just... I don't know. I feel like they're really trying to push more younger stars. Or, I'm not going to say younger, newer stars. That's the reason why I think we've had AJ as the champion for so long. When nobody predicted that, I don't think. Like, everybody's predicted that he was going to lose the belt between now and there at some point, but yet he's still the champion. I can't really say about the Universal title, which is, you know, we need a full-timer. We need that belt defended like the WWE title's defended. Because if you're just a fan of Raw, it doesn't make it fair that you never get to see your champion.
Well, if you're a fan of Raw and not SmackDown, then something's wrong.
Absolutely. Especially after the draft. Okay. We need to... I'm telling you guys this now, for the people watching this video, we're going to be making more videos about, like, not only our predictions, but our personal feelings about the state of the business. Because, let's face it, Raw got fucked in the draft.
Oh, yeah, they did.
Raw got all of SmackDown's absolute shit.
Yeah, and I know this isn't the video to really talk about it. We'll come up with a video and we'll talk about the state of wrestling and some...
Hashtag Ascension New Raw Tag Champs.
Yeah, there you go. Hashtag Breezango. But
Yeah,
Breezango, baby.
They're not shit.
Hell no.
Didn't they win on their Raw debut too?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, beating the bar.
Yeah, big say. So,
They beat the bar.
and look where they're at now. They're on SmackDown. So, we'll get into all this. And if you guys want to see more of stuff like this, we are going to be doing the monthly predictions every month, every pay-per-view from now on. But if you want to see more videos about the state of wrestling, things like that, make a comment down below. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I greatly appreciate it. If you liked the video, make sure you hit that thumbs up. And if you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications. Thank y'all so much for watching. I want to thank my boys, Forgotten, The Real Hughie 299, and Matt Ward. I will leave a link to their Twitch and their Twitters down below. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I will catch y'all later.